Well, I know it's been a couple of months since the completion, but anyways, here's all my January videos, and I hope that you enjoy. I hate 2x2s. They're not as fun to solve as 3x3s, and let's be honest, they don't look as cool to solve. But if you want something in between the 2x2 and the 3x3, well, there's this. This is the 2x2x3, or the 2.5x2.5 cube. And it doesn't turn like how you'd expect. It turns like a 2x2 on the top and on the bottom, but in the middle, it turns only 180 degrees. But there's one more type, which is a 3x3x2. So if we just smush it, wait, hold on, just some editing. If we just, oh wait, I forgot, I don't own it yet. But whenever we reach 2,800 subscribers, then I'll go ahead and buy it. Back onto this one. Since there's technically less ways to turn it, it's easier to solve than the 2x2, which I like. But you know what I hate? I hate 2x2s. Okay, I'm giving 2x2s another chance. In my last video, I said that I hated 2x2s in one of my YouTube videos, but then I realized that my 2x2 kinda sucks, so I'm gonna give it another chance. So I asked my Discord server for some recommendations, and they recommended the RS2 Evolution. But since I know nothing about 2x2s, I just took their word for it, so tell me, was this choice stupid? But make sure to join my Discord server in the comments and I'll tell you how it is. This is a ball cube, and these are 5 other shape mods from worst to best. For level 1, we're starting off with a Rubik's cube, and this is going to be the benchmark for how quick we can solve each of them. And as they get weirder, they're going to be harder and harder to solve. And we're starting off with 27.72 seconds. Now on to level 2. Make sure to join my Discord server in the description, by the way. The reason why this is only level 2 is because it's the same thing, but just round. So because it looks kind of similar, it's just a level 2. Now this time, the time changed up to 43 seconds. Now for level 3, which is the 3x3 that acts like a knife. So since that prevents you from doing any finger tricks, it's going to take the time up to 47 seconds. So not too bad. Now it's time for level 4, which is the only cube that actually solves differently. And the reason is because it has 2 colors for the centerpiece instead of just one, which brings our time way up to 5 minutes and 32 seconds because I had to look up a video. Now for the final level, level 5, which is my favorite, which is the mirror cube. So our time is gonna go way down to 1 minute and 55 seconds. This is the world's smallest Rubik's cube, and this is the biggest. And that's a normal one in comparison. But how quick can I solve all of them? Going from the smallest in the world to the largest. Starting off with level 1, aka the smallest. 2, 1, go. Now it's definitely made my fingers hurt the most, and I thought that it was gonna be the hardest, and yeah, it was. It took 9 minutes and 2 seconds. Now obviously level 2 is not gonna be that hard, it's just a normal 3x3, so yeah, obviously it's just gonna take 26 seconds. Okay, good, not too bad. Now, I thought this was going to be easier, but it actually wasn't, and was the only one where I ended up with a DNF. Happy New Year's, by the way. Make sure to join my Discord in the comments or in the description. So I ended up messing up an algorithm, unfortunately, so I ended up with a time of 7 minutes and 32 seconds. But no, it was just a DNF. Okay, you need to answer this question. Which one do you like better? The OG boring Rubik's Cube or the big 3x3? Which has a size equivalent to 27 Rubik's Cubes, which y'all seem to like in my last video. But which one can I solve quicker? 3, 2, 1, go. Now as I'm solving that, last week I released a video of the lamest to the coolest 3x3 mods, but I forgot to leave in the true best, dethroning the mirror cube for the #1 spot, unlike what I said in the last video. Now at this point we're 30 seconds in, and closer than what I would think, but the normal Rubik's Cube is still winning. And at 43 seconds, I finished the OG Rubik's Cube, and to be honest, I forgot how bad it was. Finally, soon after, I finished solving it in 3 minutes and 2 seconds. This cube finally stumped me, and over the past 2 years, I've solved a lot of Rubik's Cubes on this channel. But I was so confused with this one, and I'll tell you why. This is the dice cube, and there's a lot of different versions, so let me explain. Most dice cubes solve like this video, where each side has a different number, but this one's different. It solves 1 through 9, being the exact same on every side. Not only did it not tell me how to solve it, it also didn't even come solved in the box. So if a lot of y'all subscribe, and then I might do it. I can legally break the Rubik's Cube world record. Let me explain. So this is the WCA rulebook, and in Rule 43B, it explains that a cube has to be more than 2 moves away from being solved. And there are some exceptions, like for different puzzles, but a 3x3 is not listed here, meaning that a scramble like this would be illegal, because this is only a single move away from being solved. So that does mean that something like this is technically legal, but what judge would ever do this, so this is impossible. But this scramble could technically be possible, as it does look very scrambled, and could be solved like a normal cube. So even though it's an incredibly rare chance,